it's Lobo here. Gonna be doing a blind reaction to Ghost Rider vs. Lobo, Marvel vs. DC, Death Battle. I haven't the slightest clue who Lobo is. I know Ghost Rider is.
Going to work, helping the environment, saving the economy.
His newest movie was total garbage, but I like the original movie they made with Nicolas Cage, I think his name was. That was a good one. So this one's gonna be long. So let's just get to it. The three, the two, and the one.
Have you tried 23andMe? It can tell you all about your ancestors, genetic information, health, and traits.
It's super easy.
I have
and
a
the
ton of
results are
ancestries
legit. You
in
can
me.
find out all sorts of good little secrets about yourself.
23andMe reports do not diagnose disease or describe overall likelihood of developing any disease. 23andMe tests selected genetic traits only.
Irish,
Visit
think some
23andme.com/deathbattle for
German,
important test
English.
information.
Order your health and ancestry kit at
I'm a combo.
23andme.com/deathbattle, and
Or
you can meet your
a
genes
cocktail.
in over 125 personalized genetic reports. That's the number 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Let's get to the video. Thank you. I like the red versus blue. I still watch it every day.
Whether it
Almost
be
every day.
justice, vengeance, or the thrill of the kill, bounty hunting isn't for the faint of heart.
Especially when your usual targets are superheroes.
The Ghost Rider, Marvel's relentless spirit.
Yeah, he
of
basically goes
And
after bad
Lobo,
people.
the space-hogging main man of DC Comics. He's
Never heard of him.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
Ghost
their
Rider
weapons,
just goes
armor,
after
and
bad
skills
people
to
and
find
then
out who would
makes
win
them suffer
a
for
death
their
battle.
sins.
Even at a young age, Johnny Blaze lived life on the edge. Son to the accomplished cyclist
Yep.
Barton Blaze, he was sadly witness to his father's death in a stunt gone wrong.
But he got adopted by another stuntman, Crash Crash Simpson. It's no surprise that Johnny became a stunt performer himself.
That's not how
until
the
Crash's
newest
wife
movie
died
went.
in a stunt
But then
gone
I guess this is
Only
the comic,
now,
so this is how it
apparently aware that
originally
motorcycles
went.
can be dangerous, Johnny swore to never perform again.
And then Crash got cancer. Damn, even I don't
Well,
have issues
crap.
this bad.
Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite problem solver, Satan.
Hail Satan!
This was Mephistopheles,
Why can't they
one
ever
of the many
go
lords
to
of hell who happened to have a
God?
special interest in Johnny's
Seriously,
family
why does
line.
everyone always
to
go to
save
Satan?
Crash's life,
Not
he
once
cut a
has
deal with
God
the devil,
ever
curing the
helped
cancer at the
once.
cost of selling
Not
his
once.
soul. The deal succeeded, and Crash was healed, but then he died in, well, a stunt gone wrong.
I
Well,
mean, he's a stuntman whose
crap.
name is Crash. Should have seen it coming. And after all that, Johnny got stuck with being Mephisto's bitch for eternity.
Mephisto even sandwiched him together with a demonic spirit of vengeance named Zarathos.
Zarathos,
Eh?
ask your doctor if it's right for you. Or your
I thought he was Ghost
Long
Rider.
ago, Zarathos was a powerful demon who threatened Mephisto's realm. Eventually, Mephisto defeated him, forcing him into
Oh, like Diablo's Mephisto?
And with their power combined, Johnny and Zarathos roamed the world, punishing the wicked as the embodiment of a death metal album cover, The Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's the one, the movie. I
Oh
liked.
God, that's terrifying.
Well, sure, his visage instills fear unto many.
What? No, Ghost Rider looks awesome. I'm talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed. Anyway, as the Ghost Rider, he became one of the universe's greatest threats. He has superhuman strength and speed, and his skeletal body can regenerate from practically any amount of damage.
Yep.
And if Blaze's last name wasn't obvious enough, he can shoot fire. Oh, but not just any fire, hellfire. The best kind of fire.
The kind that's infused with magic that burns not just your flesh, but bypasses conventional defenses to attack your very soul. He can
Damn.
throw fireballs, raise walls of flame, rain fire from the sky, and even conjure
I guess
weapons
he's
and
very
objects out of thin
hot-headed.
air, such as a demonic shotgun and an infinite stream of chains.
And his badass ride, the Hell Cycle. This baby can look however Johnny wants, but he usually summons it as a panhead chopper. It can respond to Johnny's thoughts, scale walls, and even outrace Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
The same
Damn.
hammer that crossed a galaxy and back in a single minute.
You know, I lit my chopper on
Everyone's
fire
OP,
once.
I
I
swear.
didn't know you had a motorcycle.
Well, yeah, up until the fire.
Uh-oh.
Rest in peace, Roadhog. At least you went out in a blaze of glory, like Bon Jovi said.
But while his hellfire and chains are vicious weapons in their own right, they're often used to ensnare the Ghost Rider's victims as he goes in for a truly diabolical kill. Or should I say, a penance.
The penance stare is basically Hell's timeout corner of pain. Ghost Rider isn't angry, he's just disappointed, and he wants you to think about what you've done, and it to hurt. A lot.
Under the penance stare, the Ghost Rider forces you to relive all the pain and misery you've inflicted on others throughout your entire life. No indiscretion, no matter how minor, is safe from the Ghost Rider's gaze.
But what if they're pure
that
evil
time
and they
I put
enjoy making
laxatives
others
in my
suffer?
fourth
What
grade
about
math
that?
teacher's coffee and gave her the shits. Does that mean
What
the
the
stare
hell?
would give my soul the shits too?
Not literally, but you would experience the anger, humiliation, and the butt cramps.
So basically eternal damnation. Got it.
But should your sins be
Why'd
so
she get
numerous
diarrhea?
and terrible,
That's
the
weird.
penance stare could even obliterate your soul, leaving you an empty husk.
The stare doesn't work on everybody, though. You might survive if you're blind, don't have a soul, draw power from pain, or if you're a weirdo like Thanos who gets off on that shit. Still, Ghost
Why
Rider's
wasn't
grab bag
Ghost
of hell
Rider in
powers let him
Infinity
tear up
War?
some of the biggest assholes in the world, and even some of the good guys like Hulk, Thor, and Doctor Strange.
He's quick enough to dodge bullets or even outright catch them in his teeth. He's powerful enough to create massive eruptions, blow up mountains, and even tear down a skyscraper. The average skyscraper weighs over 200,000
Well,
tons.
you
That's the
killed a
same
bunch
weight
of
as
people.
1,100 blue whales.
Or one ex-wife. I'm gonna write that
Oh,
on
the
next
demon.
alimony check.
Succubus
And given
chick.
his hellish heritage, he's rather difficult to kill.
Bullets, poison, fire, he's survived it all. Even a beatdown from World War Hulk just got him even more pissed and extra flaming.
Not just that. Remember Zarathos? Johnny Blaze isn't simply a host for the demon, but a limiter for his full power. Throughout his life as the Rider, Johnny has constantly battled Zarathos in the mind, barely holding on to some semblance of sanity. Should his will to resist the demon falter, Zarathos can take full control, and all hell breaks loose. Not
Right.
literally, but pretty
Hell,
close.
Riser.
Oh, and plot twist, Zarathos was never actually a demon at all, but an angel of justice. Fire skull head and everything.
Oh,
when
kinda
he's
like
unleashed,
Diablo
he becomes
3,
so
or
powerful.
just
even
plain
Doctor
Diablo, the
Strange
whole
wets his
video
robe.
game I
And
have.
this is the guy who pops supernovas
I forgot
like Pez.
his name.
While Zarathos was bonded to another host, they even
Tyrael,
managed
I
to
think?
defeat Mephisto in his own realm. For reference, Mephisto once
I tried
battled
getting back into
Galactus,
Diablo,
devourer
it's
of
been a
worlds.
while.
Stars detonated, galaxies trembled,
brother's
and the
better at
entire
that game than
universe
I
was
am.
at risk, simply as a byproduct of their battle.
And if Zarathos wasn't terrifying enough, he likes to eat souls.
Of course, the Ghost
Yeah.
Rider isn't invincible. Johnny is technically vulnerable as an ordinary human being. Even while transformed, the Rider can be killed via holy weaponry.
But Johnny's
Yeah.
doing all right, sitting pretty on Mephisto's
That makes
throne.
sense.
I guess things worked out okay for him, even if he's not too keen on being the devil's bounty hunter.
So let this be a warning. Should you ever hear the rumble of a motorcycle in the distance and the glow of an ethereal flame on the horizon, count your sins, because the Ghost Rider
Need
is coming.
advertisements.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Sorry, all out of mercy.
And you're dead. Ashes to ashes, dust
Let's
to
turn the
dust.
clocks back to a
Yeah,
distant era
Tartarus.
of sin and debauchery.
The 1990s.
Inspired by the financial success of Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns, comic writers started churning out grim and gritty superheroes by the dozen, like Cable, Azrael, and Overkill.
Yeah, they were badass looking at first, but I mean, what's
Okay.
even happening here?
It got
That's-
so
he's too
absurd
ripped.
that someone needed to knock these roided out monstrosities down a peg.
The world needed a hero. No, a parody.
Enter the planet Zarnia, once the brightest beacon of peace and happiness
Okay.
in the universe, until its inhabitants were annihilated by a biological catastrophe, leaving only one survivor, the last son of Zarnia, Lobo.
The one that killed all the rest of
Okay.
them. A guy whose name literally translates in Sarnian to "he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it." What? Awesome!
Ew.
Why wasn't I named that?
Lobo is so unimaginably evil that his birth caused the midwife who delivered him to go insane. The first Sarnian to do so in 10,000 years.
Some Some even think
Damn.
that Zarnia was so perfect and good, the universe made Lobo to balance things out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing about me when we first met?
I did. Simply put, Lobo was unique and desired to be even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only
So
guardian
he's just a
alive
being of
in
pure
the
evil
universe.
chaos.
I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, he's definitely insanely awesome!
Lobo left the desecrated corpse of his former home to become a bounty hunter, probably because it's the only profession that legally allows him to murder.
Don't worry, he'll murder you illegally too. Lobo doesn't discriminate. He even has a
Yeah.
special gender-neutral insult in the
Damn.
name of my next motorcycle.
Thank goodness that wasn't allowed on TV.
Anyway, Lobo's bagged some pretty crazy bounties across the universe, including Santa Claus, two near omnipotent dwarf gods, and even things that don't exist, apparently.
And Lobo's Zarnian physiology is just as absurd to
Yeah,
match.
what
He
the hell?
possesses godlike strength, speed, and invulnerability.
Ain't that metal
so much
like
so
good
that
as
he can
nothing.
tear through hordes of superheroes like nothing. Should he somehow suffer damage, he also has an impressive healing factor.
Jeez.
He's like if Superman and Deadpool had a baby, which is a lot more terrifying when I say it out loud.
Did somebody say Deadpool?
Ah!
There. He's gone.
You broke your
Wow.
TV.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, honey, that's not true. Haven't you heard? No one's ever really gone. See?
I swear to God I'll kill him someday.
So, you had the replacement plan on that TV, right?
Back on topic, Lobo can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds will actually grow into a completely new Lobo. No,
Really?
I'm not making that up.
No wonder there wasn't any war on Zarnia. Nobody can kill these friggin' best.
It helps that he's also a super genius who knows well over 17,000 languages. He can
Damn.
perform complex physics equations in his head quickly enough to catch the Flash, and can build planet-destroying weaponry out of garbage.
His brain is no joke. He can resist mind control because he's
A horn?
too ornery.
Really?
And he's got so much willpower, he can literally walk through Green Lantern constructs. You know, those things powered by willpower?
And
Oh,
befitting
so
his
he can break through
occupation,
will.
Lobo is a master sharpshooter, tracker, and can, by his own admission,
Right through
deduce
the
the weak
chest.
points in any
Damn.
opponent.
Like how my
Is that
shotgun
Groot?
leg jams if booze gets in it.
I would have gone with your crippling alcoholism, but sure, that too.
Yeah.
Lobo may be a powerhouse on his own, but he also comes equipped with guns, knives, swords, grenades, and a bomb that he sent back in time, which accidentally killed the dinosaurs. Whoops.
Was that really
Is
an
his enormous
accident?
hooked chain.
I
but
mean,
when his job takes him across
we
the universe,
got to
he
survive.
hops on his
Just
space
saying.
hog, a customized Spaz Frag 666, which has automatic machine guns, responds to his whistle, can fly fast enough to escape black holes, and blasts "Born to be Wild." Wait. How can he sing in the vacuum of space?
Oh, that's where you're drawing the line? Not the time we say, pulled the alien entity Solaris out of the sky, which is as heavy as a star, despite lacking leverage.
What?
I like how he even admits that didn't make any sense.
Using a small to medium-sized star like our own sun as a reference, Solaris should weigh nearly 2 octillion tons, over 300,000 times heavier than
That's a
Earth.
So,
big number.
pretty tough to bench press. But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits and then he got so face-meltingly angry that he just straight up ate a city all at once?
What?
Disclaimer, don't eat away your feelings. It's not healthy. Drink them away instead.
Don't do that.
What are you guys over there?
But that is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my calculations, that compressed ball should be over 20 times denser than a neutron star.
Oh, God, imagine that coming out.
This unimaginable strength lets him brawl with the
That
likes
would
of
hurt.
Superman. But that's barely scratching the surface.
Name anybody in DC Comics and it's likely Lobo's kicked their ass. He can even punch ghosts. Sounds like the only
Oh,
thing
wow.
that can kill this guy is an act of God.
Not even that. After rampaging through heaven and
Even
hell,
after
tearing
losing
through
his
armies
head.
of angels, demons, and what have you, Lobo's bloodlust on a literally biblical scale got him banned from the afterlife.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Get out! I said no!
As in, death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
So he just can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting until he got his body back.
The only thing that has ever really held the big lug back is
Oh,
his weirdly
much?
consistent integrity. Namely, he'll always keep his word no matter what. Seems pretty weird for a cosmic madman, but he also loves dolphins and will literally go to hell and back to protect them, so who even knows anymore?
He's not without his failures, though. His greatest of which was perhaps something entirely out of his control. His reboot.
What the hell is that scrawny emo Edward Cullen looking dork?
That's New 52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC developed a sense of irony and literally shelved this loser.
The real Lobo returned better than ever and got back to doing what he does best.
Kicking ass across the universe. He's not just some two-bit alien villain. He's the main man, and the whole universe knows it.
See? Someone's paid me a heap of cash for your carcass, and the main man always delivers.
All right, the combatants
put
are
my
set.
bet
We've
on
run the data
Lobo.
through all possibilities.
But first, rev up your engines for this
Because
delicious
it-
food deal. What Blue Apron?
I don't think.
By now, you've probably heard of
what's
Blue
his-
Apron, the leading meal kit delivery
Ghost Rider
service in
can
the U.S.
control a
Choose your meals each
star
week, get the
and
ingredients delivered to your
stuff like
doorstep,
that.
and whip up a meal using the easy-to-follow directions provided.
Check out their summer cook.
So I'll put my bids on Lobo.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, we're in the desert. Ah! Was that
What the
Grumus from McDonald's? I bet all that desert is now glass.
I am here to
Ah! Dick.
Beatles, gaze my bounty!
Ah!
I'm gonna skull frack ya!
Whose whip is better? Eh. Oh.
You one ugly freak.
look into my eyes. Your soul will burn in hell.
That's not gonna work.
Back now.
He just doesn't care. He's just too evil. Is it Lobo gonna eat that entire city? Like I said, Lobo is just too powerful. I still think that's BS.
Bottoms up!
It's done. About time.
Not yet, scuzzball!
Now there's multiple of them. Great.
You will all die screaming! Eat this, you
Ooh, right through the chest. Damn.
Holy fraggaroli.
He's a
We ain't
ghost.
picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. No.
Will he be defeated? Okay, I didn't expect
Damn,
that.
was toasty. Wonder what Ghost Lobo tastes like.
Being so absurdly powerful, Lobo definitely held a massive physical advantage
I
against
really
the Ghost
thought
Rider.
That
Lobo
was
would have
obvious.
won. He
Skullhead
could
took
control
down
the
a
planet.
skyscraper
I mean, a
while Lobo
giant
dragged around a
star.
freaking sun. But Ghost Rider survived some pretty incredible things. Almost as incredible as these new shirts from store.roosterteeth.com.
Time and place, Boomstick.
Gotta eat.
Even World War Hulk couldn't finish him off, and Lobo didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant he really did not have a good way of killing the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but who needs holy weapons when you're strong enough to crush a whole city? Couldn't he just overpower Johnny?
A good question. However, do you recall how powerful Zarathos was? Zarathos was an equal threat to Mephisto, whose battles tore apart the universe.
Oh,
Once the
no.
Ghost
I
Rider
didn't know
released his
that.
true power, Lobo's physical advantages hardly
Or-
mattered anymore.
Just
Hey,
never
the
noticed.
main man was super smart and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses. But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere when the Hell Cycle outraced Mjolnir?
Which once crossed the Milky Way and back in under a minute, a feat more than 100 billion times faster than light. More than
Jeez.
capable of keeping up with the Space Hog.
I guess that's why they didn't
were
allow
both
Ghost
as
Rider,
unkillable
because
as
he
you
would be
could
too
get.
OP.
But since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo's soul.
His Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the Penance Stare could wield extraordinary power against him. And while Lobo had a high pain
Yeah.
tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did, Zarathos could just gobble up his soul for a quick snack. The end. Easy as that.
Lobo was undeniably a difficult opponent to take on, but the Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy invulnerability, and soul-rending powers gave him the
That makes
perfect tools
sense.
to take out the main man.
That poor
I mean,
bastard
it's
didn't
a
stand a ghost of a
cartoon,
chance.
why
Oh,
not?
sorry, I knew that was a
Or
Lobo.
comic books, why not?
The winner is Ghost Rider.
Everything's a god, I
Thanks for
swear.
watching this episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
Also, if you like animated content, check out the new Rooster Teeth animation channel. Just click that box right over there. Got some great stuff.
Oh, something else. Sure what that is. Dragonzord versus Mechagodzilla. That'd be an interesting fight. I wouldn't know who would win, but anyway, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to Death Battle. This is their video, obviously. Sorry I didn't talk that much. I usually never have much to say. That's why I let my clips do all the work. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and have a nice day.
Off, all right?